Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Americans Visit Oktoberfest Worth the Hype Opening Day. So yes, if you ask me, I say yes, it's absolutely worth the hype. I don't think it's overrated at all. It's a very fun celebration. I think it's not just, I think usually it's just like, oh, for you drink a little beer. And yes, it is, but I think obviously like the traditional one, I think it's very, very fun. And yes, I'm excited to check this out. So come join me and comment, like, and subscribe.
This might be the coolest thing that we've seen in Germany so far.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is. I love it. It's so traditional.
Wiesn 2022.
Okay, so today is September the 17th and we are here in Munich. And so if you are from Germany or you live around here, you probably know what is significant about today. Today is the beginning of Oktoberfest. So we are here for the opening day and we're gonna visit. We're going to Oktoberfest. We're gonna visit it for the first time. He doesn't know what that means. And let you guys follow along with us.
It's so crowded. Of course, it's very popular.
Okay, so it's like 9:24 right now. The gates opened at 9 o'clock. We're just waiting in line to get in. Luckily, there's a nice swing set, so Griffin isn't enjoying the swing.
He's the only kid around.
So the gates do open at 9, and we got here about at 9 o'clock, and there's already a really big line.
Yeah.
So it's taken a while to get everyone in. So whenever it opens, some of the tents and things like that will be open. The different activities and rides. Okay, so we made it inside the gates.
Finally.
Now we're here in Oktoberfest. So this is our first time going to Oktoberfest, so we're really excited to just kind of see what it's all about.
Yeah.
So before coming, a lot of people told us it's kind of like a big state fair. And so that's what we're seeing so far. Lots of like,
it's like a country fair.
rides.
Food booths, all kinds of food.
Yeah.
Griffin's ready to ride some rides. We have my dress on. Griffin has his lederhosen. And
oh, yeah, they're in traditional garb.
we're ready.
Yeah, so I think now we're just gonna go try to find
Something fun.
It's a good food.
Yeah.
And my friend from the States, Katie, has flown in to do this with us. She's here with us for the rest
Oh my
of
god,
the week. So
she
we are
flew
so
just for
excited
that?
she's here. So excited. Let's have some beer.
It's 10 a.m. Who cares? Oh my god, it's a little teapot. Is that bread? There's like a roasting situation. Oh.
Okay, so a little history about Oktoberfest. The first Oktoberfest started in 1810, and it is considered the largest Volksfest in the world. So another name for Oktoberfest is Wiesn, which translated means like a meadow. Basically, it's also the name for the fairgrounds, or the area where the festival takes place. So a lot of times you'll see that word instead of Oktoberfest here in Germany. Okay, so behind me is the Schottenhamel tent. This is where the official festival starts. So at noon, the mayor will come in here and he will tap the first keg and pour the first beer.
Yeah, he's like,
and then that marks the beginning of Oktoberfest. Okay, so now we're waiting for the parade to start. We're here in front of the Augustiner tent, and so we're just waiting for the parade. It should start any minute now. Griffin is very excited for the parade.
Who do you think we're gonna see? Who do you think we're gonna see in the parade? Who did you think? Oh, Minnie Mouse. We'll see.
Yeah, Griffin is kind of confused. He thinks this is Disney World.
Yeah.
So he thinks that this is going to be a Disney parade with Mickey Mouse and all of the Disney characters.
Yeah, he's a child. Of course, that's what he thinks. Oh my god, I like it. It makes me want to like pick up a drum and be like, those are some beautiful horses. they're so cute. They're beautiful. Are those the same horses? No, they weren't, I think.
This might be the coolest thing that we've seen in Germany so far. It is awesome.
Oh my god, you have to turn around! See what's happening! Oh my god, this made me want to pick up like... Wait, oh, he has the little drum rolls. Oh, what? This is... I love... Seriously, those horses are gorgeous. How can they just like play and like walk at the same time?
I just love all the marching bands and all the just gorgeous floats and all the horses all decorated. It is just
They're
so
beautiful.
cool to see.
Oh my god, look at... They're white horses. Oh my god.
I am also loving all the different outfits that the band wears, and each group of brewery wears different outfits.
Yeah, it's like traditional thing. It's kind of crazy, like seeing it like that, like out of context. Obviously, you know that it's Oktoberfest. But if I would be like transported back in time, I probably didn't really know what this means. I would think like they're preparing for war or something. Like it looks quite frightening. Obviously, again, if you really don't know like the history and just, I don't know, let's assume you don't know anything and you see like a bunch of people just, you know, like they're marching and the whole thing, it looks a little bit intimidating. It's like, oh my god, I can see why like back in the day like they had like marching bands when they were like marching up to like war, because it's like it's quite a scary situation if you like take everything out of context. Which is crazy to say, it's Oktoberfest, but you know.
Oh wow.
Oh, what is that? I've never seen that. That's an instrument? Obviously, he was playing it. What is that? I wonder if like the policemen, the police officers, police say, are like, I want to join in. Ah, look, he was so friendly. You have to be his toy because obviously like they're officers, but I'd be like, I want to join. I'm wondering who actually gets to do that.
So we were standing here watching the band go in, and this clown guy came up and
Clown guy?
don't really know why.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, so we made it into one of the big beer tents. It's crazy. We're in the Augustiner Brau.
It's crazy.
They tap the keg at noon, and it's 11:57, so 3 minutes, and it is really crowded in here.
It is. There's so many people. Okay, yeah, drum roll. Go!
Könige Wiesn 2022 und dass wir so schnell keine Pause mehr machen. Prost, Augustiner Gemeinde!
Yeah! Let's drink. This looks like genuinely very, very fun. What's that again? A pretzel?
We couldn't find a table at the Augustiner tent.
Of
So
course.
we decided to go to the old Wiesn area of Oktoberfest.
Yeah, there's no tables, obviously.
We are checking out the old Oktoberfest. It's called, I think Lou said Alt Wiesn. I'm not sure. But it has a lot of older rides, and the booths are a little older looking.
Yeah.
And
Looks,
the beer halls look older.
kind of looks more
so
charming.
it's really
I don't know.
cute. It's very different than the other section of Oktoberfest.
I kind of prefer this actually. I know, it's just like, it's a little bit charming. but it was so rainy. Oh, this is beautiful. They were able to find a table. Oh my god, that bread's just way too big for him. It's like the size of like his body.
So we got into a beer tent. We had to go into the older part of the Oktoberfest. It was €4 an adult to come in here. But we got a table and we got Griffin an apple juice in his little own stein, which was so funny.
Yeah, he's not getting beer.
We ordered our food, so we're really excited to eat some awesome Oktoberfest food.
They're having some schnitzel.
We finished eating lunch at one of the beer halls.
Oh, what did
Here
they
in the
have?
old Oktoberfest area, and it was really good. I got schnitzel, and it was like stuff.
I have to say, it's so funny. In the background, you can see like the ride, and it's one of those, I don't know what's it called, but the one that just you spin really fast, and they look, it looks crazy, like they're like spinning so fast, and she's like calmly talking about like the food they had, and it's like, look at the background, it's crazy.
With cheese and ham. Lucas got half chicken, and Katie got these turkey
Legs?
lamb patties with
Okay.
really good mashed potatoes. It was really good. We were just really lucky to find a seat. So
Yeah.
but we actually sat around some Americans, which was really fun.
Monsieur Adrian. Ja, aber das ist
Oh, they have, this is so nice.
man weiß es nicht. Aber wir wissen, was
This is really like, you don't see that like in the day and age. Those are the theaters. Oh, this is where the kids are. Makes sense actually.
We just did our first marionette show, puppet
Yeah,
show.
it's a puppet
What'd you
show.
think? Well, one, it was in German, so we didn't know
Oh.
what they were saying. Griffin was scared.
Oh, he was scared.
Did you like the puppet show? Yeah? Did you get
Okay.
scared though? Yeah. It was really cute, but it was all in German, so we had a hard time understanding. But it was all of our first time seeing a marionette show, so really cute.
Wait, they should do definitely. Yeah, they should get on some rides. Oh my god, yeah, it's so you can see the whole. Oh my god, there's like a lot of people here. I mean, you know that, but seeing it like this, like whoa, it's a lot of people. Oh my god, that ride, the one that goes, is that the hammer? I can't remember the name. That one's crazy. I hate that one.
See more rides?
Yeah, there's a lot of rides. These are so like, this is intense. Yeah. People can get very competitive here. Yes, see? Oh, it's strudel.
We decided to get some apple strudel.
Oh, so
So
good.
before coming to Oktoberfest, we heard that the majority of people that come do wear the traditional Bavarian clothing, which
Yeah.
is called Trachten. And so last week, before we came here, we did get our traditional clothing. So usually for women, we wear a dirndl, which is a dress with usually an apron, a special blouse, and that's their usually the clothing that they wear. And then for men, they wear lederhosen with a checkered shirt, usually with a vest or suspenders. And one thing that we have really loved about being here in Oktoberfest is seeing all the different colored
Ways,
dresses,
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
patterns,
Yeah,
the
and different ways people wear their dresses and
There's a lot of variation.
I feel like all the different patterns and different color schemes that the men are incorporating with their lederhosen, I think it's really cool. Okay, so we're finishing our day here at the Oktoberfest. It was a really fun day.
yes,
We
it was awesome.
didn't have the best weather, but we tried to make
Yeah.
the best out of it. So,
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was the parade. I loved seeing all the marching bands
Yeah.
and how their outfits all matched, and the horse carriages, and how they were all decorated with the flowers, and everyone on the floats was just so happy, and it was just, I loved that. That was my favorite part, absolutely, hands
That
down.
was cool.
Yeah.
I think for me, my favorite part was whenever they did the opening ceremonies in the tents, and they tap the keg, and they had live music, and just the whole atmosphere was just
Yeah.
really cool. So I think that was my favorite part.
Okay, Katie, what was your favorite part of Oktoberfest?
I think my favorite part was definitely the food. I had some of the best lamb sausage that I've had ever. The mashed potatoes.
Yeah, no surprise there. Yeah.
Even for breakfast, we had these plum pastries, and it was so good. So the food is definitely.
We forgot to video
Top notch.
those. We ate them so fast, and they were really good.
No patience.
That-
Yes, our favorite for sure.
Yes.
Speaks highly of it.
I would come back for sure. Like, this has been a blast. Like, I would come back here in a heartbeat.
Yeah, great.
You can go by
I
next
think
year.
we'll definitely come back here next year.
Oh, absolutely.
After coming, at first before I was kind of intimidated. I didn't know if it was going to be kind of like a wild scene.
Oh,
It actually
Yeah.
has been, family
Yeah.
friendly, especially if you come first thing in the morning.
he has a great
I
point.
think the later, as the day goes on, it does get a little bit more rowdy.
Yeah.
It's a lot like the state fair, we said.
People are drinking more.
Fair, a lot of rides and good food and just a happy atmosphere. Yeah.
Although we didn't see a lot of kids here today, there are lots of rides for the kids. And, even like we went to a marionette show. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
especially like the old Oktoberfest area, I think that's a little bit more family friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you again so
Great
much for
point.
following along on our experience here at Oktoberfest. And again, please like and subscribe. It really helps our channel. And we will see you guys next time.
Yeah, I think they made like a great point about like the like how family friendly is it. I think obviously like with like people like them, like they have kids, that's like their mindset's gonna be like more about like, hey, can I take my kids out of here? Can I take my kids here? Because I think when you get, especially like not in I think all Oktoberfest, but I think that when some other I don't know how it is in other cities or in other countries, but sometimes when they have Oktoberfest in other regions that they actually like they also celebrate Oktoberfest in other countries, usually like the German like community gets around, and obviously like they also like celebrate Oktoberfest. It can get like pretty rowdy. Yes, it is. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like, I think it depends actually, because I think Oktoberfest, I actually don't really know the actual like tradition, like where it started and the history behind it all. But I think it's more like a celebration of, again, of like the history, the tradition. And again, it's more like they said, like leaning towards like a state fair of some sort. But I think, again, in some countries or in some cities, or maybe just like culturally, I think you sort of like tend to associate this with like, let's drink a little beer, let's get drunk, and it's gonna be like, I don't know, spring break. And it is kind of like, it can get like that sometimes, especially because it lasts a couple of days. So definitely that can be the case. But I think at its core, again, it's about celebrating tradition, and I think maybe that can get a little bit lost. But I think in this one, like, yes, it was very like traditional, very like family oriented, very family friendly. But again, it's like the actual nature, although again, I don't really know the history behind Oktoberfest. I think it's leaning more towards that. Because again, it's like, we're celebrating. I don't know if it has to do with like I don't know, like with like the farmers, and maybe they had they're like the crops, like where they're celebrating the crops actually. I think I should definitely look it up. But again, I've been in like in some Oktoberfest like celebrations, like yes, you have like focus point on like traditional sort of like, just like the way of like they're dressed, that obviously is a big part of it. But again, it's just more about like celebrating and culture, and not exactly of like, hey, let's drink. I think that it's like probably like late at night, that's like the ambiance, and some days are really do get like that, yes, of course, but I think it really does depend on like a lot of factors. So they were like in the family kind of friendly point element of this celebration, which of course is very nice. But I do like they said, I think it's like the food, I would have loved to see it. They were like, oh no, we didn't actually get a chance to record it, because it was like, well, actually it speaks highly of the food, because it's like, it was so good that I forgot to record it, because it was so good and I was so hungry that I was like, I'm eating it and I forgot to record it. So it's like, well, yes, I get I can get it, and it's like, well, I get what you mean. It's like, it's a little sad for us, the audience, but again, it speaks highly of the food because it's like, it was so good that you actually like forgot to like, hey, I should probably record this for, you know, for prosperity, and, you know, for people to actually like take a look at this. I do have to say, it's funny that we're like, oh, we're a little bit, like, it's a little intimidating. And it's like, why would you feel intimidated? It's like, again, it's like, it's a celebration. And I think it's like it's a thing about, again, it's about community and culture. So it is like, I don't know, no one, what are you expecting? Like, people are going to be like, hey, you can't be here. I don't know. It's funny that they were like, no, we were a little bit scared. It's like, no, that's funny to me because it's like, no, absolutely not. They were maybe like, they were not expecting, I don't know, like the amount of like, I don't know, of like people in traditional garb or yes, again, it's like the whole celebration part of it. Maybe they weren't expecting it, but it's good that they were like, no, we loved it, and we'll be back like next year. I would also love to see them like actually riding like in the actual like stuff, because they only did like the Ferris wheel, and it's like, oh, I wanted to see more. Although again, it's like, it depends. There are some attractions and some rides that are a little intense, and obviously like it depends on your mood or your like whether or not you have eaten recently, because some of them can get like, this is intense. But I would have loved to see them actually like ride them, because it's like, oh, come on, I love it. Part of like going to one of these things is actually like getting into like the mindset of like, oh, I'm enjoying this, and I'm writing like as many things as I can, and I'm trying the most amount of food, and also I'm drinking a lot. But obviously, I think it's part of it, the whole thing. I was like, it lasts a couple of days. So you don't have to like do everything in just one day. So you can take it like, maybe like chill for this day, and maybe like on the second one, you know, maybe you explore a little bit more and you go to the other like attractions and you write some stuff. And then on the third day, maybe like you just get drunk. So I think I would have loved to see, they mentioned just like coming back like next year, but I don't see them. At least they didn't mention that they were going to be like coming back at least in that week. But I would have loved to see them, because it's like, oh, I would have loved to see like another day. The whole like, I'm with them. I think the most charming part for me was the old part of the fair, because again, it's more charming. I think it has more character. Not that the other part doesn't have character, because it is very, very beautiful. But I think again, it's like, well, but you know, the sort of like the old part, I think it's more charming. I think because it's more like a little more foreign to you, maybe. At least that's what I think. Because again, it's like, oh, you know, you feel like, oh, you travel back in time, and everything is like very old-timey. So I do prefer that, just because of like the novelty of it all being like a little more uncommon than the other part. And not that the other part is bad, but it's just, again, it's like a little bit more novel for you. Like, oh, you know, look at all of these things. And I'm with her also as well. The whole like parade, I think that was so beautiful. I loved all those horses. Like, the horses were gorgeous. I want to pet them. They're like beautiful horses just to look at. Like, they're very beautiful. And obviously, like, they dressed them up and everything. Like, it like everyone matches. Obviously, like, if you have, you know, there's certain like, oh, we're dressed in blue. Obviously, the horses are going to be dressed in blue. Like, it's very beautiful. I don't really know what sort of like breed those horses are. I guess they have some sort of like breed, but I don't really know anything about horses, so I don't really know. But they are some like particularly good looking horses. Like, they're very beautiful. And obviously, like, the whole carriages and stuff, like the way they were decorated, all the flowers, like, I love that. It was very sad. You know, the only thing that was like, oh yeah, the weather was not, you know, you can't control the weather. But it was like, oh, it's a little like, I would have loved to see, you know, a little more sun. But what can you do, right? Like, not everything can be perfect. Not a lot of things are out of your control. Like the fact that, well, it was raining and it's outdoors, so you know what are you gonna do? But yes, I love it, and I definitely like, I wanna go there. I think Oktoberfest is a wonderful celebration, and yes, it looks like a great amount of fun. And like I said, you can definitely like take your pick. You can do a little more chill, or you know, a little more family oriented, or just take it like a chiller day of just you looking around and just, you know, walking and seeing everything. Or again, if you're into more like not partying, but yes, well, a little bit more like on a party mode of like, yes, we're going wild. You can also do that. I think that's the other. You can wait a little bit. There's also a little bit for like for everyone. So take your pick. You can basically like do everything if you actually do several days. But that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.